Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, this is the first lecture that we are going to present to you in the second course of for the third stage. So we are going to start for chapter 4, which is from paragraph to essay. From paragraph to essay. This chapter 4 actually on page 56. So here we are going to study how to write an essay. We have studied previously how to write a paragraph, and we said that the paragraph contains many things like first topic sentence, then supporting details. Then here we have a comparison between the essay and the paragraph. Let us see. An essay is a piece of writing several paragraphs long. So the essay is a piece of writing of some paragraph. It is about one topic, just a paragraph is. However, because the topic of an essay is too complex to discuss in one paragraph, you need to divide it into several paragraphs, one for each major point. Then you need to tie the paragraphs together by adding an introduction and a conclusion. So the essay is a piece of writing. It consists of several paragraphs, and these paragraphs start with the introductory paragraph and ends with a conclusion. There is an introduction and then a conclusion. Why do we have to write several paragraphs? The question is, why do we have to divide it into several paragraphs? This is because the essay or the topic of the essay is too complex to discuss in one paragraph. That's why we are going to study this, and we are going to see how these topics are to be divided, or how this topic is going to be divided into several paragraphs. Writing an essay is no more difficult than writing a paragraph, except that an essay is longer. So the same thing, that it is somehow difficult for the paragraph and for the essay. But the difference is that the paragraph or the essay is longer, because you know that the paragraph is a piece of writing which consists of several sentences, while the essay piece of writing which consists of several paragraphs. The principles of organizing are the same for both. So if you can write a good paragraph, you can easily write a good essay. So we have the same organization for the paragraph and the same organization for an essay. Let's go and see 3 parts of an essay. So the essay consists of 3 parts only 3 parts. What are they? An essay has 3 main parts. The first one is introduction. So here we have the introduction, an introductory paragraph. Then the second one is the body, at least 1, but usually 2 or more paragraphs. So the body is more than 1 paragraph usually, but sometimes we can put it in 1 paragraph, which is a very simple essay. And then we have a conclusion, which is the concluding paragraph. So we have 3 main parts: introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay, the following chart shows us how the parts of paragraph correspond to the parts of essay. So here we have a comparison between the parts of the paragraph and the parts of an essay. So the paragraph here, as you have seen previously, we have a topic sentence and we have ABC supporting sentences. As you know, topic sentence, and we have supporting sentences, and finally we have a concluding sentence. The same thing for an essay. The essay has an introduction, body, a conclusion. The introduction is like the topic sentence. So the topic sentence means here, it means the introduction. which is the introductory paragraph. The supporting details here, the supporting sentences, they are like the supporting paragraphs here. As you know, we have the body. The body, maybe it consists of 3 paragraphs. This is the body. For each paragraph, it corresponds to the topics. It corresponds to the supporting sentence. We have support sentence. We have a top. We have here a body. We have a paragraph for it. After that, we have a concluding sentence. The concluding sentence represents, يعني يمثل, represents what? The conclusion here. So as you know, the same, almost the same structure. And as you know that these paragraphs, for example, the body, we have paragraph A, we have a topic sentence, we have supporting sentences here, and we have a concluding sentence. We have a topic sentence, supporting sentences, then a concluding sentence, and the like. But the first paragraph, it is not like the other paragraphs. We have a general statements, we have a thesis statement. We are going to talk about them later on. And we have the conclusion. What is the conclusion? It is not a normal paragraph like we are going to put a topic sentence and supporting sentences. But the thing here, or the issue here, it is different. Conclusion means restatement of or summary of the main points or final comment. So the main point, you have to summarize them in the conclusion, and this is the conclusion. Maybe you have a concluding sentence that you can put, or maybe there is no concluding sentence. You are going to just see the summary. So here we are going to talk about each and everything in detail. An essay introduction, we are going to talk about introduction first, consists of 2 parts. So this introduction consists of 2 parts. What are they? Number 1, a few general statements to attract your reader's attention. So this is what? This is the first part, general statements. These general statements are used to attract your reader's attention. جلب الانتباه. Okay, then, and a thesis statement. Thesis statement, it is like the main point of your essay, or the main idea, the main topic of your essay. It is like the topic sentence here. Okay, the thesis statement, to state, this is like a definition, to state the main idea of an essay. النقطة الرئيسية للمقالة. A thesis statement for an essay is like a topic sentence for a paragraph. Look, it names the specific topic and gives the reader a general idea of the contents of the essay. Let's talk about this. So it gives general idea of of what the whole essay is about. You can know what the whole essay is about when you read the thesis statement. من تقرأ thesis statement النقطة الرئيسية راح تعرف عن شنو راح تتحدث كل هاي الأسي. هل هي ذي منفعة إليك أو لا. يعني you can know from this point. Then we have the body. The body consists of 1 or more paragraphs. paragraph واحد أو أكثر. Each paragraph develops a subdivision of a topic, of the topic. كل paragraph هو عبارة عن جزء من التوبيك الأصلية. So the number of paragraphs in the body will vary. They will be different. They will be various with the number of the subdivisions of the subtopics. So if we have a topic and this topic can be divided into 3 parts, these 3 parts will be represented by 3 different paragraphs. For each topic, for each subdivision, there is a topic. Then we have the conclusion, like the concluding sentence in a paragraph is a summary or review of the main points discussed in the body. An essay has unity and coherence, of course, like we have talked about previously about the paragraph. As you know, the paragraph has unity and coherence, and the same thing here in the essay. An essay has a unity and coherence as well, just a paragraph does. Transition, signals also we have, and then also we have repetition of key nouns. As you know, there are some nouns, or there are some things that have to be restated again and again in order to emphasize them. They link a paragraph into a cohesive whole. Just one point here. A concluding sentence, this is a note, a concluding sentences for the body paragraphs in an essay are not always necessary, especially when the ideas of the consecutive paragraphs are closely related. So, as you know, that you have this body and you have paragraph 1, paragraph 2, and paragraph 3. This concluding sentence in these paragraphs are not necessary. Sometimes we put them, sometimes we don't. So here we have a model that we are going to discuss later on after we complete the whole things of the essay. So we are going to discuss each and every point in detail, but we have to go first to introductory paragraph. We are going to take the 3 parts of the essay. The 3 parts of the essay, as you know, the introductory paragraph and the body, finally the concluding paragraph. So these 3 things we are going to study, and we are going to discuss each and every part in detail, and you are going to have some practice, some exercises that you are going to solve at home. Okay, it will be as an assignment for you. The introductory paragraph. Introductory paragraph has 2 parts: general statement, we have said this before, and the thesis statement. General statements, this is the first one, the first part. The general statements, what are the functions of the general statement? شنو وظيفتهن general statements? Number 1, introduce the general topic of the essay. Number 2, capture the reader's interest. As we have said, capture the reader's interest means to attract the attention of the reader. Okay, and introduce the topic of an essay. This is the function of the general statements. Then we are going to go to the second part, which is the thesis statement. Thesis statement has 4 points that has or 4 functions. 4 وظائف. Number 1, it states the specific topic. It will give you the specific idea, the specific point which the whole essay is about. Number 2, may list subtopics or subdivisions of the main topic or subtopics. May, so it may list and may not list. يعني إمكانية. List the subtopics. If we have subtopics to the main topic, there will be a list here. May indicate the pattern of organization of an essay. They may indicate how the essay is organized. We are going to know how the essay is organized through the thesis statement. How do we know this? Because if we have the topic and we have the subdivisions, for each subdivision there will be a separate paragraph. So we will know the organization from the subdivisions. Then 4 is normally the last sentence in the introductory paragraph. This is very important point. The 4th issue here, it is normally the thesis statement. How can I find? The question is, how can I find the thesis statement? So the answer is, it is normally the last sentence in the introductory paragraph. Sometimes it is not the last sentence, but normally it is a tradition that we find the thesis statement as the last statement in that paragraph. Then we have the funnel introduction. Funnel introduction. What is meant by funnel introduction? What is meant by funnel? The funnel is a device. This is the funnel. As you see now in front of me, in front of you, that this is the funnel اللي هو المرشح اللي يستخدم. المرشح يخلون به ماء أو يضعون فيه ماء أو يضعون فيه ماذا؟ يضعون فيه الغاز أو السوائل الأخرى. So funnel introduction. Sometimes our introduction will be like a funnel. We start, look at this, we start with general things, then at the end of the paragraph here, this is the beginning of the paragraph, it will be general. At the end of the paragraph here, you will see that this is very small, specific. So here general, here specific, generalization, then specific point. The introduction, look here, the introduction paragraph or introductory paragraph of the model essay is a funnel introduction. This introduction is so called because it is shaped like a funnel. ليش نسميه هيك introduction؟ لأن شكلها مثل الفانل. Wide at the top and narrow at the bottom. Look, wide at the top, narrow at the bottom. It begins with one or two very general statements or sentences about the topic. Then they will be narrowed down again in order to go to more specific. Let's go to this model as we are going to study. Look, moving to a new country can be exciting. This is a funnel introduction. Moving to a new country can be exciting, even exhilarating experience. In a new environment, you somehow feel more alive, seeing new sights, eating new food, hearing the foreign sounds of a new language, feeling different climate against your skin, stimulate your senses as never before. Soon, however, this sensory bombardment becomes a sensory overload. Suddenly, new experiences seem stressful rather than stimulating, and delight turns into discomfort. This is the phenomenon known as a culture shock. A culture shock is more than jet lag or homesickness, and it affects nearly everyone who enters a new culture: tourists, business travelers, diplomats, and students alike. Although not everyone experiences culture shock in exactly the same way, many experts agree that it has roughly 5 stages. Okay, so we have this whole paragraph. It is a funnel introduction. This is an introductory paragraph. Okay, so we have here general statements like moving to a new country can be exciting, exhilarating, then blah blah blah. Then he said something about a shock, cultural shock. This is to attract our attention. This is to capture the reader's attention. After that, at the end, the final sentence here, this is the thesis statement, which is like the main point or the main idea. Although not everyone experiences culture shock in exactly the same way, many experts agree that it has roughly 5 stages. Look, so this is the thesis statement. It talks about how the experts say that we have 5 stages of cultural shock. Okay, so how many paragraphs we are going to see? We are going to see 5 paragraphs or maybe less for each stage. Stage 1 will be 1 paragraph, stage 2 will be the second paragraph, stage 3 the third paragraph, and the like. After that, we are going to have the concluding paragraph. As you can see here that this thesis statement, first it talks about the main idea, and second it gives us how it is organized. We are going to know how it is organized. Okay, so these are two main points. We have here another model about it, and we have another model here, surprising statistics or facts. We have the third model, and we have here some questions that you have to answer if you are clever enough to study all of these things. These models you are going to see. Then after that we have our assignment here, which is what on page 62, practice 1 and practice 2. We have to read these instructions and we have to answer the questions below here, like read of these read each of the following sets of sentences. When put in correct order, they will form introductory paragraph. Write each paragraph beginning with the most. Look, these for each point there are some sentences here that you are going to rearrange in order to write them as one. Like these sentences, look, these are 6 sentences. You have to read them all as a whole, then you have to rearrange them so that you can find where the thesis statement is. Don't forget that you have to put the thesis statement at the end, and all the other information and all the other statements that you have to put at the beginning, and you have to capture the reader's attention, and you have to attract the reader's attention to it. Paragraph 2, and here we have paragraph 3. Then we have thesis statement. Also we have some paragraphs here, and you have to underline the thesis statement, and you have to know. Practice 2 also, it is about thesis statement. You have to underline the thesis statement. In the next lecture, inshallah, we are going to start with the body paragraph, and don't forget your assignment for this. Okay, and see you next lecture.